Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Bowen here. I got some Call of Duty multiplayer gameplay for you guys. This is a little bit different. Usually I'm doing pub matches, but this is actually a 2v2 search and destroy only GB variant S&D. So what I want to talk to you guys today about is Call of Duty Ghost perks again. Now, the first time I done it, I was talking about the speed perks and how that was going to change up the game. And this time I want to talk to you guys about the stealth perks. Before we get to that, I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a new series. Basically, it's a shout out video to all my friends that I play with. The first one's going to be Prenade here, which is Charles. He's basically been helping me the most getting this YouTube started. He's basically my first subscriber, and he's been giving me tips and suggestions on what I should do. And he's basically been watching all my videos, no matter how bad they are. And I just want to let him know I really appreciate it. And he's my dubs partner for game battles, and we've been going on a tear lately. But we've been having some rough times fighting the lag, but it's all been good. So now let's get back to the perks. Now, like I said, the first time I talked to you guys about the speed perks and how I thought they were really going to change up the game, because it seems like there's so many perks that are going to help you go faster and do stuff quicker, that it's basically going to be a run and gunner for really the good players. But if you're not quite that run and gunner, I think the stealth perks are going to be the second best option. And what I was going to tell you guys is I really think that the perks in Call of Duty Ghosts, you're really going to be stacking up in each one of those categories pretty heavily. Like I think if you decide to go with the speed perks, you're going to stack a lot of speed perks up on your classes. And if you're a stealth player, you're going to use a lot of the stealth ones. You're not going to pick different ones from different categories, because it seems like a lot of the perks from each category, they really go well together with their other perks in the same category. So let's get into the stealths. Now, the first one's Takedown. Takedown is a new perk. Basically, we haven't seen it really, but it's not too big of a deal. It's only worth 1 point, so it's probably not going to be anything different than basically what it describes. When you kill someone, a skull pops up where they died to let your team know that someone died there. And basically that's just not going to pop up anymore. That's probably going to be one of those perks that's really going to throw people off the first month or so, and they're not going to be used to it. Might catch people off guard. Other than that, it's probably not going to be a big deal. The second and third perk is going to be Blind Eye and Cold Blooded. Now, those are always going to be the same as all the other games. Blind Eye, you're going to be undetectable by air support, Oracle systems, and sentries. And of course, it says Oracle systems. I'm not quite sure if they've actually clarified exactly what an Oracle system is, but of course, Oracle basically is like the all-seeing eye. So that seems like that's going to be an advanced UAV. So it does seem like you're going to actually be able to be off the radar from an advanced UAV, but it seems like you're going to have to use something other than Ghost to do it. So you're not completely immune from UAVs if you don't use if you just use Ghost. You're gonna have to stack up on 2 perks. The other one is Cold Blooded. That's the same, undetectable by player controlled kill streaks. That's gonna be like your chopper gunner, your quad rotors. That's like the Dragonfire and Black Ops 2. I'm not quite sure all the kill streaks, but you know what it is, all the player controlled stuff. Then you're going to have Dead Silence. Dead Silence is always going to be the same. Your footsteps, you're not going to have no footsteps. People ain't going to be able to hear them. Or if they can, you're going to have a really nice headset, and it's going to have to be cranked up really loud. I know in Modern Warfare 2, you could sound for a little bit if people had Dead Silence on, but you really had to have the headset up loud. So, and then I do think Dead Silence is going to negate Recon, which Recon in Modern Warfare 3, if you threw a stun, you could see where the person was for a real quick second. It was like a triangle, like an advanced UAV. So we'll have to see about that, whether they do away with that. Because if they don't do away with that, Recon will actually, I believe, turn into a pretty good perk to use, because of how well, I mean, you're basically pinging once again as fast as you can with 2 concussions. It really helps out the game if you don't have UAVs. If you can ping 2 players real quick, you can get 2 quick kills to get your UAV if you're running hardline. So we'll have to see about that. The last perk is off the grid. That's basically just like Ghost. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like Black Ops 2 where you have to be moving. I thought they've done a really good job in Black Ops 2 by making it where you had to move a little bit. Maybe you shouldn't have had to move. It seemed like you had to move a little bit faster than what I thought. They maybe should have slowed it down a little bit. That's really wasn't too big of a deal. The only problem I had with it was they should have done something where, like, if you had a sniper rifle, it without overkill, you didn't have to move at all. That should have been like the one exception, I think, in Black Ops 2, because UAV up and you have Ghost and you have a sniper rifle, really, yeah, some people can run and gun with a sniper rifle and quick scope, but the majority of people that even try to do it go horribly negative, and most people don't even try to do it. So I thought that was the one thing that they could have done and made it better for snipers, but it is what it is. You know, maybe they'll learn from it and the next game will be better. I want to talk to you guys about, or tell you guys about 2 other perks that I think are going to go well if you're going to try and be a stealth person. The first one's WireTap, and WireTap is you're going to be able to use enemy satcoms like they're your own. So if the enemy throws up a UAV, you got a UAV. You know, if they don't, then you don't. So it's basically a win-win or a lose-lose. It doesn't really matter. There's not going to be no advantage or disadvantage for you. And then the last one's going to be ping. And ping is going to be to where when you kill an enemy, it's going to alert you if there's any enemies nearby. Now, it is called ping, and in off the grid they do say that you are immunity, you do have player immunity to satcoms and radar pings, and I don't think that the radar pings in off the grid is just talking about the perk ping. I think they're talking about also as well as when you double stack up on satcoms and you have an actual UAV, you're going to be off the grid on that. So I think you're going to be off the grid if you have off the grid on if someone is pinging you, which the ping perk, I'm kind of not really liking it, because to be honest with you, it kind of seems like you're if your teammate dies, you're getting the short end of the stick because he died if someone has ping on. You're getting called out on the mini map because your teammate died, which that don't really seem right to me, but maybe it won't be as bad. It is, I do believe ping is in the elite perk, so maybe that's something that, like, you're gonna have to spend a prestige token or something on to unlock, so maybe it'll be harder to get. I don't know, but so that's about all for that. I think, you know, that's basically how it's going to go. I think the speed perks are going to be the #1 priority. The stealth perks are probably going to be second, as depending, and I'm talking about how you're playing the game, as far as if you're a rusher or you're a tactical campier more player, holding down objectives. So that's the game right there. As you can see, we won 6-1, and it was a pretty nice gameplay from Charles. He pulled off some pretty good moves. I did get a nice little double nade, if you've seen that. Now that's a little trick nade that I haven't seen too many players do. I don't hardly ever see any pro players do it. They're a little bit different because, you know, they're running flak jacket, so it's really hard to get that double nade like I got. But it's a little secret double nade. I don't let nobody know about it. I don't even let my teammates know about it. They're always just like, "Hey, how you guys getting that double nade?" Or, "How you getting that double nade?" And I'm like, haha, you know, I can't let you guys know all my secrets, or you guys gonna kick me off the team and replace me with someone better, and then tell them all my tips and tricks. But alright guys, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, like the video. If you really liked it, subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. If you want a shout out, let me know. I'll do a shout out on you guys. I don't have a problem doing it. I like doing stuff for people, as long as I can do a little commentation over top of it. spice it up. You know what I'm saying. And peace, guys. I'm out of here. See ya.